Rabotai, we have coming days a mitzvah of checking the Chametz. There's going to be less than a month from now. We have to start checking the Chametz. The halakha says, what if a person is planning to not be at home before the Pesach, but is going to be at home during Pesach? How early, let's say a person right now has to catch a flight to Eretz Israel. He asks him, how long are you going to stay in Eretz Israel? He's telling you, I don't know, I have open ticket. The halakha says the fact that he leaves today, it's within 30 days to Pesach. Anytime a person leaves out from his house within 30 days to Pesach, it's mandatory to check the Chametz before he leaves the house. How early halakha obligates? 1 month before. Means to say from Purim until Pesach is 1 month. 15th of Adar, 15th of Nisan. Past Purim, if you're planning to go somewhere, says the halakha, if you don't know when are you coming back, within 30 days or how long you're going to come back, then it's nice. To be an open ticket. Says the halakha in such a case, you have to check the Chametz the day that you are leaving. Today you're leaving, today you have to check the Chametz.
And burn later.
Huh? No, she has about burning parajis, she has about checking, talking about. Checking the Chametz, it's not only the 10 pieces. You have to check the Chametz. Says halakha, what's the reason? Says because you might be at the house during Pesach. You're coming to your kitchen, you're making a coffee, you take your cookies, that they are Chametz by mistake, during Pesach, Chas v'shalom, you can eat Chametz. Chas v'shalom. Therefore says halakha, if you leave your house, I mean to say, going somewhere far, not leave your house to work. Leave the house somewhere far. Eretz Israel, Miami, other places, you going somewhere. The fact that a person is going out of his house within 30 days to Pesach, halakha obligates him to check the Chametz. But many times, the whole purpose that a person is going away is for him not to check the Chametz. In such a case, says halakha, he's allowed to sell the house. He sells the house, the Chametz that he does, it's not my house. In such a case, you have to make sure to add in the application that I'm not only selling the Chametz in the house, I am selling the house. So this way, the 15th of Nisan, the house does not belong to me. 14th night comes, the house doesn't belong to me. That's the proper way to do it.
If you come 1 week before Pesach.
Okay, so then you are telling the person that wants to sell, don't sell it. Therefore, it's your house. You can check the house with the Chametz without any problem.
Later.
Now people ask, Rabbi, I have a business in Brooklyn. I live in Queens. And I'm going to open during Chol HaMoed at a pharmacy. Pharmacy has to provide medications. He cannot be closed for 8-9 days. Not the medications. So says the halakha, he right now wants to check the Chametz over here in Queens, and he also has to check the Chametz in his pharmacy in Brooklyn. He's obligated to check here and he's obligated to check there. Only here in Queens or only there in Brooklyn? We're talking about the night before Pesach, the checking the Chametz night. Goes to 13 to 14. When is supposed to check the Chametz?
You say once, but you mean two.
How many times you have to say bracha? Says the halakha, it depends what's the distance between your first location to your second location. Do you know, Mure Yaakov, if a person said right now, bracha litatef betzitzit. Netanel, a person said bracha litatef betzitzit. Until then he has to go to the restroom. He is intending that after the restroom, he's going to come back, he's going to continue wear the talit. Ili, on our tzibusho. He has to go somewhere. His wife called him, listen, I need you to pick up the kids to school, to from, whatever it is. He says, okay, it's 5 minutes drive away. He goes 5 minutes. He's thinking he's going to take his talit. Через 5 минут приду обратно. That's what he's thinking. He's coming back after 40 minutes обратно. What's the halakha in such a case? Does he have to say bracha again, litatef betzitzit or no?
Yes.
Says the halakha, if more than half an hour passed from your first time that you took it off, the premier 8:30 you took it off, you came back 9:10. What, you have to say bracha or no? Yes. Why? Because more than half an hour passed. Even you intended to come back to say to wear it again. Tvaya machshava только держится в halakha полчаса. More than полчаса, факт, что ты это снял уже твоя мысли оттуда отошло. It already cut off. Because of that, says halakha, sending is for checking the Chametz. How long is from first location to your second location? The guy says, Rabbi, I'm going to say bracha in my house to livdok et Chametz. I'll do Chametz. I'm going to check in my house, say bracha, and then after I finish, I'm going to drive to Brooklyn. You're asking Johnny Akesh, how far it is for you to drive to Brooklyn? Сколько времени тебе берет?
1 hour.
1 hour. Rabbi, do I have to say another bracha in my pharmacy or no? I intend with bracha over here to cover over there.
Yes.
Is it going to cover or no, Mure Yaakov? More than half an hour away, doesn't cover. When you're going to come to your pharmacy, you're going to put the 10 pieces, and you're going to check the Chametz over there with the beracha, because more than half an hour passed from your first location to your second location.